Hi everyone, this is Sabrina. Welcome back to my channel. I have a really special video today because I am participating with some other Ali Edwards ambassadors to share black and white scrapbooking kit projects. So there is a ton of projects out right now and you guys should go check them out. There's so many beautiful projects. So my project, I'm going to do two since I had, digital projects. They come together super quick. So I wanted to share two. This first one is about my kids and their relationship, and I really wanted to document how it is right now and how it's also different, especially with the age gap. But there is still a lot of things that really bring them together, like ridiculously hilarious jokes between the two of them, usually involving like potty humor, right? Or just the funny things that Big Brother comes up with. Like the other day at the lake, he was pretending to be Puss in Boots and throwing a hat. And my daughter just found that absolutely hilarious. So it's just taking time to notice those things and document it in this project. My thought was to take 2-inch and 1.5-inch circles and make a cluster of them on the left and then another cluster up at the top right. Because this kit has so many beautiful pattern patterns in it, I wanted to find a way to use them. And when I started designing this project, I had 4 photos of the kids, but I decided, you know what, I really want a large photo of them that kind of shows their facial expressions, and the one that I chose to enlarge is just perfect. My son is a teenager now, and he is at the age where who knows what you're going to get when you turn the camera on. You never know. And just my daughter standing there patting his cheeks, that very much represents her right now. She is just, I don't know, that's how she relates to him sometimes, just patting his cheeks and saying, "You're a weird teenager." I mean, it's just the way they are with each other, and they're okay with it. And they also push each other's buttons, but I think most siblings do that, right? You just push each other's buttons, but at the end of the day, you really adore each other. Now, when I sat down to type this out, I didn't think I would write this much, and I did. So I'm going to have a flip up over on the right-hand side, and I will add some of the leftover circle pieces to the inside of the flip up. Now, I didn't need to add my second block of journaling to white paper because I could have just put it directly on the layout, but I didn't realize that until after I had put it on a piece of paper, but that's okay. My next step is going to be adding the cluster of circles up at the top right, and I layer some of the 2-inch ones and then pop dot some of the 1.5-inch circle. I just love this visual effect of a layered patterned circles and pop dotting some of them and leaving some flat. I love how it came together. And just to mention, these photos were taken during the hurried rush of dinner, but I stopped and I told the kids, you know what, give each other a hug. Sometimes I do that, I think as parents we all try to foster that sibling relationship and try to teach our kids, you're going to be with your sibling forever so be nice to each other. But I wanted them to just stop, take a break, and give each other a hug, and it just led to a really wonderful moment between the two of them, and my daughter touching his cheeks and tugging his ear, and as I'm snapping photos, I get a multitude of facial expressions, and it is the absolute best. So I just love it. And I felt like the photos were really busy because it was in the kitchen and there's a lot of stuff in the kitchen. So black and white is definitely the trick for when you have busy photos, or you just, I don't know, I felt like it really needed to be black and white, and it goes with the kit. So my final step is just going to be adding a little bit of physical embellishments. I add 4 different hearts, and that is it for this project. I will put it in our 6x8 family story album, and I'm just love how this project came together. It's a really special project to document their relationship with each other because, like I said in the beginning, it changes, but there's still parts that stay the same, especially how much they really truly adore each other at the end of the day. Okay, my second project is about me and my workout journey and how movement is like the best medicine for me and also the best defense when it comes to living my best life and dealing with mental health, mental health, anxiety, and depression. So I had this great photo of myself after a workout. The sunlight was like hitting my face great. And so I decided to blow that photo up and use some of the pieces from the Care Story Kit to supplement the black and white kit. So I took some digital stamp brushes from the Care Kit, and I also made like a butterfly background for my journaling page and added in a few digital stamps. And I love this design. It was so much fun to come up with in Photoshop Elements. I have my photo, which is roughly, I think, 5.5, and then I have a 2.5-inch strip of the paper from the black and white kit. And what I've done next is just make really like tight clusters in the bottom of my photo because I had a little bit of negative space kind of down where my armpit is, I guess, for lack of a better word. And I added in care more, and then I'll pop dot now. So it's like care more now. And that is really like what it is for me. I have to care more about myself because it really impacts every area of my life, especially as a person who takes care of two other little persons. Well, my teenager's not so little anymore, but I still have to take care of him. I grabbed one of those huge hearts from the Care Story Kit that says taking care of me, and I pulled some of that gray to color my butterflies and also the self-care digital stamp that I used as a title piece, and I just cut it 2 times. I also, as you have been seeing in this video, I took the flowers and I fold up the edges just to make it look a little bit more dimensional and more like a real flower. And with the butterflies, I added a stroke of like 15 white in Photoshop Elements, so that way it was a filled in white butterfly. And I just put 2 on the far left side in the negative space of my photo. I am going to switch around the butterflies a little bit so that way there is a gray one and a black one. I probably should have cut maybe a few more butterflies to put some up at the top main cluster, but in the end, it really doesn't matter. But I am pairing all these butterflies and flowers together to put together this page, and I just love it. I'm so glad that Shu-Wen put together this whole ambassadors coming together, and that I was able to really sit down and use this kit. Because sometimes you get kits and they just keep coming, right? And you don't take the time to sit down and think of projects. And I'm glad that I took the time in this busy season of summer to think of projects for black and white, because now I have 2 really important stories now documented. Because really, like I said, moving and exercising, it is so much more than just that for me. It is, oh my goodness, it is so important to how I am. And I'm disciplined and I demand my workouts and I ask for them, from my family. Can I have a workout before we go do our family time? And it's just changed me in so many ways for the better. Okay, so this is all wrapped up and done, and I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing my 2 projects. I would love a thumbs up and a subscribe if you're new to my channel. All right, have a great day. Bye.